Today, on the 20 questions episode, we are going to be talking to a creative director, a wedding photographer, and one of the most nicest people I've ever seen, Dylan Seedin. And let's go in and meet him and let's ask him the 20 questions.
Hey, Nina.
Hello, how are
you?
How's it going?
Going good.
All right, I'm here to ask you the 20 questions.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Cool. It's a very cute place you got here.
Thank you.
All right, so you ready for the questions?
Yes, take a seat.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna leave my bag. And, all right. So, I'm gonna start my questions like right on, to the point. Tell me your plan for today, the whole day plan.
Basically, after this, I have a meeting with a new project that I'm starting.
Okay.
It's a music related. It's called Good Group Society. I have a meeting for that.
Okay, cool.
And then after that, I think I'll be meeting some of my friends. And then in the night, there's a few edits.
Okay, and cool. Few edits. All right. Okay. So when and how did you start photography?
When is a long story.
Okay, please explain. I'm interested.
So basically, after school, I started. I started a degree in business administration.
Okay.
While I was in uni, my eldest brother, he bought a camera.
Okay.
And then I used to borrow it from him, take some pictures of my friends in uni.
Okay.
And then they liked my stuff, so they wanted me to start hiring me for events, like their birthdays and stuff.
Okay.
So that's how we started.
And then from birthdays to events to parties to the big days. All right, okay. And if you were not doing a shoot, what would you be doing at home? Or like during a leisure time, what would you be doing?
Well, I watch a lot of YouTube new tutorials for lighting and stuff like that, and looking for traveling stuff.
Traveling.
Yeah, because I love traveling and
so that's
exploring
what
new. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. What's your go-to camera gear?
Go-to camera gear.
In a sense, like camera sense is like gear. Just tell me what's your go-to gears.
Okay, so the Canon 5D Mark IV. The Sony A7 III at the moment.
So two brands.
Two brands.
Any specific reason?
The mirrorless camera has like really good angles that I can get.
Okay.
So at the moment I use that.
You could maneuver it easily, kind of.
Easily, and it's lightweight.
Yeah.
So for us, every ounce that comes onto that, because we carry two cameras.
That's true.
And because I carry two different ranges of lenses.
Okay.
It gets quite heavy.
Yeah.
So mirrorless, the system is how I want to go ahead. So
Okay, all right. If you were to take one camera, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you one camera and one lens, and this is a gift that I gave out of my niceness for one day. What would you choose? But you'd have to do a full wedding with that. What would you choose?
With the pre-existing gear or any gear?
No, it's just this one camera, one lens that you're going to be using throughout the wedding.
Okay. Actually, like for the A7 III, at the moment the low light is like superb. So I like that is like I can use it for most situations.
Yeah. So the camera would be the Sony A7 III, and the lens.
If it's a wedding, I would say a 50 millimeter 1.4 or 1.2. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so 50. All right. On a business perspective, we have noticed your clientele consists more of non-local customers, like more of non-local couples than local. That is something, in fact, like I have lots of friends from overseas. Whoever have had their weddings here, they've had you, they've hired you. So is there any specific reason for this, or like what is this? Like people might, like the new coming people, like, or whoever enters the photography industry would want to know like how you get this niche segment, you know? How is it happening? Tell me about that.
Basically, you have to like. But I think is what they like of my stuff would be that I try to customize my style to what the client wants.
Okay.
And because of that, like when they go back and tell their friends and people who are on the day see how it works, it's
like more
like
word of mouth. Like you've done few, and then it just like expanded to this whole huge network.
But to get to get to that part for to get that initial client.
Yeah.
It took a lot of work. It took a lot of doing a lot of studying of lighting and techniques to
knowing your customer more or less, right?
Exactly. Like you get to know the customer, know what they like, how their previous pictures are like, and if they like their pictures to be in a certain theme. And if you cater to that, you'll be able to expand your market very quickly.
Okay, very good. Thank you. That was very informative and very sweet of you to actually share that info. So what's your favorite destination to shoot a wedding?
At the moment, like I would say the one I did in Santorini in Greece, that was beautiful.
Okay.
Each location has its own
beauty.
Magic to
yes, that's true.
Even Sri Lanka, there are like
so
really
in Sri Lanka,
beautiful.
if you were to name 2 spots right off the bat, what would you say?
I would say for a reception area, Mirissa Hills is beautiful.
Okay.
But depending if the couple wants a beach area, so it all depends.
What's yours? What's your favorite? So Mirissa Hills and one more I need.
I would say Warwick Gardens in Ambevalla.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So do you have a dream destination place that you want to actually shoot? Like you have this thing like I want to shoot a wedding there, but you've never done it yet.
Yeah.
What would that place be?
It would be with the Northern Lights.
That would be so pretty.
A snow wedding is something
that
I
would take like the couple to like be committed to that thing too. Okay. I hope. I wish
a winter wedding.
Yeah, a winter wedding. I hope you'd find that couple, the dedicated couple. And something different that I've noticed in your editing and your photos is the color.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if it's the pre or the post production, and explain us a bit about your pre and post production.
So I tried to shoot everything in camera so that my post production is less
work.
So like we try to nail the shot then and there without having
to come home and like do the whole thing for an hour.
And the post production, I try to keep the pictures with like say each couple, if you put a color grading, not every couple would like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I customize it according to if the couple wants a color grade, we can go through, discuss.
So and that's an option that you provide.
Yeah, that's the flexibility that if the couple wants that way, because I do not have a set look. I can change according to what they want.
Okay, you can cater according to their needs.
Yeah, so that gives me clienteles that want different things. So say if there's a couple who has seen something really different and they want a photograph person to get done, they call me.
You're because, the man. Right.
Because I can.
You're very flexible to say in like simple words.
Yes.
I'm a flexible man, right? That's what you'd say. All right, cool. So on all your photos, they have a significant quality, and that would be your couples are very happy.
Yeah.
Or like the people, like even the cast around the couple are very happy and like fun loving. They're very like you see the wedding and you feel that vibe.
Yeah.
How is that? Is that you doing? Is that you're doing, or is it the couple? Like, how do we engage the people to become? Because it takes. I think it takes a sense of comfort.
Yeah.
Like you have to give them that thing.
Yeah.
Not everybody like imagine like not every person is the same, right?
Yeah.
So like how do you do it? It's amazing. Like I see that in the fiction. Like you feel that wedding anthem. Yes. How do you do that?
So basically what I do is when I initially meet the couple, I tell them ahead of time that they have to be de-stressed on that day. They can't be stressed out. They have to give their all the responsibilities to other people. Because on the day I want them in their bubble, having fun, being with each other. Okay. So I try to create that atmosphere from
the very beginning.
From the very beginning to when I go into the room, if there's no music playing, I get music playing to set the people.
Set the vibe.
Yeah, and get everyone excited.
Yeah.
So I want them to be themselves. That's very important. Like I tell them however you all have fun as friends.
Yeah.
Just be like that.
I'll do my thing.
Yeah. I'll capture it that way.
Yeah.
That's the difference between when shooting foreign couples and Sri Lankan couples is that in the couples here, to be honest, because in other countries they live together and so they're very comfortable with
each
everyone,
other,
and so it takes Sri Lanka is getting there, but not
But
every
not there
couple
yet,
is
yeah.
very comfortable to race. But I try to hype it up to make sure that everyone is having a super time.
Super time.
Yeah.
So that definitely shows in your picture.
Yeah.
Like that's like one quality you have in
Yeah.
all of your photos.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you do for fun other than photography?
Camping, traveling, long drives down south. Yeah.
So basically, you're a traveler.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love
Exploring places.
exploring, looking at new locations and stuff like that. And I like unique photo shoots too.
Yeah.
If someone brings me something very different than that anyone has done before, that would inspire me to do the shoot.
Okay.
It's the how unique that person, how out of the box it is.
The better it is for
It's
you.
better it is because I like
You'd
to
like a
experiment. Yeah, experiment with lighting and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. So if there are any other genre of photography
Yeah.
that you would be interested in exploring later on, or like even now, what would that be?
A lot of people have like I personally like wildlife.
Okay.
But I've never taken like a proper
Serious time to-
long the like lens to go and shoot
Oh,
wildlife.
no
Yeah.
lens. I thought like you haven't taken the time to.
No.
Okay.
I've
It's the
actually
lens
not-
is the problem now.
Because like when you go wildlife, you have to have a lot of time and
That's true.
space. So with these past few years have been like
Crazy,
crazy.
busy, yes.
So to line up a good time that to go wildlife, also to
And
for my
figure out the
traveling.
lens.
Yeah.
Your lens. Yeah.
Not got into, but wildlife is something I want
You
to get
would
into.
want to.
Yeah, but later on, not
Later,
now.
not
Yeah.
now. Okay. All right. Okay. If you weren't a photographer,
Yeah.
what would you have been? What would you be, or what would you have been?
Something to do with traveling, like
Okay.
not a travel blogger maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, you could still be that though, like, cause you travel a lot.
Yeah, but
Cause you're always out of the country for weddings and stuff. I think you should still do it. Like, come up with a different page for like travel blogging. All right. So, what is one thing
Yeah.
you wish you knew when you started photography, but you know now?
you can't make everyone happy.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
It took me a long time, but to understand that some people won't, like however good you do your product, they will have something to say. Like you can't get 100% clients every time.
Yeah, and
There
then
are
you'd be
people-
disappointed.
Yeah.
And this is something you learned would be not to be disappointed over this one.
One thing, but make sure that you do your 100% every wedding, even how small the function or anything
budget
is.
or whatever it is. If
Be
you
the
take it up,
100%, and if you do that, you can look back and think that you did your 100%,
Yeah.
and then okay, if there was a mistake and it may be not yours, it's just maybe the client is like that
Yeah.
sometimes. So yeah.
So that is one thing
Yeah,
you wish
but
you
I
knew.
have never got that from any foreign couples who live abroad. Or
Yeah.
It's usually clients who live here.
I'm not going to say anything to
Yeah.
that. Okay, all right. So, what is one piece of advice you would give to a beginner who is willing to come into this industry, or perhaps they've already started, taking photos? What would the advice be?
When you're starting, it's not about the gear. It's about how much hours you put in with the camera, experimenting. My way has always been about experimenting, like trying out. It's not about the theory all the time.
Yeah.
It's about like practically shooting and saying, because like shooting in like say in Italy or Australia, it's very different. The lighting is so different. Here it's a very harsh
Yeah.
light, so you have to use, like you have to have like a reflector would give you the same output as if you had like a hard light. So
Yeah.
like that comes out of experience. So don't get bogged down in like not think that you can't do that much because of the
Yeah.
gear you have.
Yeah.
But and as you do more, then you can invest in gear.
Yeah.
Um,
So, commit more time.
yeah, it's the time and effort that you put in.
Yeah. It really would make a
it comes
change.
in. Yeah.
Cool. So, when you consider the societal norm,
Yeah.
Sri Lankan parents are a bit reluctant
Yeah.
when they hear, when their kids, if the kids say like, oh, I choose photography as my career, right? What do you think about that? And tell us a bit about how your family supported you.
Okay. Yeah. So, yes, like a lot of parents don't look like they in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at like engineers, doctors, pilots.
That's exactly why I'm asking you.
Yeah. So
because you're doing really well in the field. So like it's really important. I think if like parents are watching, I think it's really important for them to hear this. So that's what I'm asking you.
I would. It's like creatives. Yes, it's less priorities given to creatives, and like not everyone is born with that. Some people are just creative, but our schooling system, I would say, is not
focusing more on
on academics
books,
and not on the creative part of it. So parents don't like because the way they have been brought up and all, it's the same system. So they think that it's a harder job to be
or like it'll be like less
successful.
money or something.
Yeah,
that's what they think. Monetary wise, they think it will be not effective.
It's not effective, and it's a like you have to actually have a bit of creativity.
That is so wrong,
you have to have
we should know. That is so wrong. These guys have money. Like all these people have been shoot. Like all the photographers, they're doing so well now. Like it's like we shouldn't even say that. That's like a good career to have. I think.
That's the thing. Like what the old way of thinking was wrong. And I'm thankful to people like CameraLK who's actually having academies to send people that like you
to
do
field,
some field work. Yeah, because if there is an opportunity there, and there are places that you can get educated with. When I was starting, there was no like a lot of like proper institutes. Like there were very expensive ones, but not something that you could afford. I didn't go for any degrees or it was just on YouTube and self-learning.
Yeah.
So the practical knowledge.
Yeah.
So theory-wise, I'm actually not that good. I just know practically everything.
Eyeballing it, be like, I know what I need for this. Okay.
And my mom actually supported me with anything I was doing.
Wholeheartedly.
She didn't actually like pressurize me into what
to be like a doctor.
But she wanted to make sure that I have a degree in something. So that I can go back on that if it doesn't work. But I followed my passion all the way through, and
You think it's really important for the kids to have their support from the family?
They have to. I would say parents need to teach their kids that being creative is okay. Yeah, and it's like it's very important, and it takes like more creatives there will be in the society. It makes it more colorful for the society. Yeah.
And more like you could celebrate life more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you stay inspired and motivated? Always, whenever I see you, you're with the biggest smile and you're like this joyful person. That is something that I've noticed with all the successful people in the field.
Yeah.
So tell me how you do it.
Like basically, I surround my circle with really
fun-loving
creative, fun people who we talk about is like new ideas. Things that are like what we share is just like super art, music, everything. So they are really like they're like your tribe is your vibe.
Yes.
So the people, if you surround yourself with a lot of happy people, usually they keep inspire me. Because if they see some nice picture or something, they share it with me. So you keep getting
it's
inspired.
Like supportive people. Supportive people around you. Yeah.
And you share with them if they are doing something. Like you share advice and all that. Yeah. So that's very important.
Okay. So that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So if you could change one thing.
Yeah.
In your industry, hypothetically speaking, we can't change anything. Well, we might, but like it'll take time. If you could change one thing, what would you change in the field of photography in this industry?
In photography, in the industry, I would say nothing. It's quite it's quite good. But I would say if there are more like exhibitions in terms of like photography itself, like inspire people to come out with some like good creations, and then you have an award ceremony for that. Like I would say that
would motivate more
people to increase the quality of their work. Like when you see when I went to Vegas for the photography exhibition and conference, the
conference in Vegas, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask like what happened in Vegas, but whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so I wouldn't go there. Yeah, so go on.
Yeah, it was for 2 days actually.
Okay.
So stayed there for that and then flew to LA for a wedding.
Okay.
But yeah, the conference, like if you see the techniques, it's very different to what I have seen people shooting here and all. I think bringing like legendary photographers down to do workshops and stuff.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think that's missing in Sri Lanka.
Share the knowledge and
The new ways of doing it. Yeah.
Okay, so in 10 years' time, where do you see yourself, Dylan?
Probably directing.
Directing.
I
Tell
see
us a
myself
bit
like a
more.
creative director
Okay.
kind of thing. Because I love directing, lighting to sets and stuff like that. That's recently I started being a creative director for Good Groove Society.
Yeah. What's this society called?
Good Groove.
Good
Groove.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Okay.
we make a lot of music, art, dance for the local community. Like we take people like artists that have not been known to
Exposed
Sri
to,
Lanka
yeah.
and giving them a
Exposure,
YouTube
yeah.
presence
Okay.
to give them good videos. So yeah.
Okay, that's very creative
Yeah.
and unique. Yes. So you will be directing sooner. We'll
Yes.
see you there. Okay. So, very last question for you.
Yep.
If you were given the choice to pick the next person that I'd interview, who would you choose?
I would love you to actually interview this couple from
Okay.
Russia.
Okay, Russia. Really, Dylan? Okay, tell me a bit more about the couple.
They actually have a page called Hobo Biba.
Hobo Biba.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do fashion shots that I've never seen, like out of this world.
Hobo Biba is
yeah.
what we should check on then.
Yeah, check
Okay.
on that. If I would say if you can bring them down to Sri Lanka to
I'll
show
try,
their,
I'll
yeah.
try. I don't know. But yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time.
No worries.
And I wish you all the very best and good luck. And I'm hoping to see you in the field of directing soon in this country and internationally.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank
And
you very much for your time.
And thank you for actually having this, coming here to spend the
Ask you 20 questions and waste your time. Yes, no problem. I'll come anytime. All right. Thank you.
Okay, see you.
Bye.